every week they have a one-on-one with game tape with their manager of what they specifically need to work on. And like that muscle and like, do you know how to train a salesperson?
I would say no.
Okay. So you train salespeople through like role playing until your eyes bleed. Because fundamentally, it's the fastest feedback loop that you can give someone in terms of training anything. So they say something, and so the way that we train is, number one is you have to memorize a script. And so the way you memorize a script is you put the script in front of someone, they print out a second script, and then they read the script out loud, and then they black out one of the words, and they read it again. And they black out another word, and they read it again. And by the time you've blacked out every single word, you've said the script for as many times as there are words in the script, and you tend to fucking know it. And so then you're staring at an entirely blacked out page saying the entire script. That's how you memorize a script. Once you can breathe the script, which is what we call it, once you can breathe the script, then we practice the role-playing component, which is us going back and forth. And so when you're reading the script with someone, we have a hand up with heads nodding. And the first time someone's going to go through a script, we're going to say, hey, just to be clear, we're going to interrupt you probably like 50 or 60 times by the time you get to the end of it. That's okay. The worst way that people do role-playing is that they go through a whole role play, or someone just says the script. That's the worst way. The second worst way is that you go through it and we quote role play, and at the end, the guy says, all right, so, at the beginning, you could have done this a little bit different, and, kind of said this a little bit bad at the end, and you probably should have offered it like this. No one's going to remember that. It doesn't matter. It's way too late. The reason that superstition happens is because you change something and then you immediately get feedback. And so once someone does it, we call it locking it in. So it's like they mess something up, we say, hey, stop, try it like this, do it again. They do it. If they get it right, we say, great, lock it in. That means do it again, do it again, do it again, keep going. And so that's how we trill the script so that every person delivers the script the same way.